Akwe medena mawo. Akwe medena mawo. 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 Thank you, may God bless you.
Suni mojanwa everyone waswa te bona meda wo ma hisa wo go te bona meda. I can tell my life. Mami mehi emwa edi eneko.
esama yɛde yɛ bo fruit yɛde yɛ pan yɛde yɛ deɛ na esam yɛtɔ ne 100 Ghana per bag 100 Ghana CD per bag and the Kufuor are moving from 100 Ghana eko 200 Ghana eko 300 Ghana 350 Ghana CD 400 Ghana 440 and the Kufuor within a space of 5 years 340 Ghana CD increment and ababeka wa mebu mai Kufuor wa mebu mai no he has no clue Oforiata has no clue but Womia you have I don't know request for Okroma Okroma is the vice president here?
God have upon us.
And who was the president to do Kuma? I just said, Jimmy.
How about Abuja Fonti? This is the debate with the Munufi. Katacha FIFA minister say Alaji Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia to be the president. Ewa Ghana dia Sebi na Ghana for Jimmy. Ghana and the only country we have Ghana ne memai.
Release this black prophet alongside Ras Kuku.
Aye. Cascades on it.
But me my Madagana, Africa na mi free Madagana. Mi pe womu suye kama, nyami achache dienti yemtu ozana. Dachi chrimeye, omunti na ye prayer, yenje suye, and yes adachi.
All right, indeed, we are back on the live stream today. And we are going to touch on very basic and simple things. But you put pieces together, say Max, you're going to hit the road running. And then special. I saw a publication yesterday. And whilst I was live streaming, somebody sent me a message. Say, "Omang will say some powerful a program be a omodemi atosubi." They were discussing some very funny thing about me, but it was being orchestrated by Mami or Nini Kunidasui Adazwa or Hinini Adazwa. Yeah, you didn't know if any Genevieve. Yeah, you didn't know if any Genevieve. Now, I will get time and then address her by herself. I'll prove to her that I know her very well. Very well. But lawyers are working behind the scene to sue Sompa FM. Straight away, Kwasi Binti, I'm going to get there. I say, don't get here, it's sue. A whole newspaper, a Jesus can also do consider what Kwasi Binti. I'm going to address this particular woman. Let me say, we are, Kwasi Binti, and I'll build that particular house. I will touch my, I'm on one Kazahu. I will say, Ghana, yetino. It be more. When we will come back to them at the appropriate time. If you to me say that because I'm to go the show, but they are deceiving the public. But when they get opportunity to sit behind camera, they behave differently. We're gonna go there along the point. This is the debate with the Munufi, no shaking. We're gonna go massively on that. But Patrick will say NPP as a political party, a whole lot of things happen behind the scene, but sometimes Never be what the one no can as we be on Tiasia, what the Obin so tia, a biwana on Jindy. Papa be casting me, as we cheddar, a campaign. And make a video be Papa Penny Panso, the same thing.
Yesu Kristo be wiase no o sayare nyina o sakwata o sanifra o sebubua o samojatuo na o ye na adwen se o kogimi ho no na ne papa ka chen se sayare no ko ma ne nko be se yade ani aduru
exactly nti ese se ma ne Yesu Kristo ba wiase no o sayare bia na Yesu sako no duru yare ba ko pe bi so na kwa me bedi akonso ka sa asem mmere bi Yesu Kristo duru jimi so no ena se ka je se da bi jimi de yensa Jimmy enye yare ayesa ho duru enti obi a wa Jimmy no agise oja no the national chairman of NDC was sukunku ena nyansa anko because obi a wa Jimmy no we ne den a wa Jimmy me ba jofe NPP for wa ko bi wa NPP ma I didn't even know him as an NPP member me na me feel so showbiz all of a sudden me we na kwana jump into the political landscape o kan semfo nko akọ this is the man I'm talking about the tie nsem o kan
enye issue me can feel so obaye no advantage the yenya say ye hu so wako Nigeria wako Cote d'Ivoire wako South Africa ye hu advantage on make say baby okoya they really maximized and took advantage of him was Cote d'Ivoire say oko life
yeah oko life
5 hours. Your tourist sites. No ma your person viasino ehu. Baby your person viasino hunu. Ebeton Ghana. Ki betumi ayusu eyi bloggers ene nkrophobia ke speed ebetumi akokho a almost no echine bi no they will become the international brand yen replica on only personality no cars no eso tia say hey mama ba ne papa was we take advantage of the business mini issue but baby it is a gold board nansi aba out wo car yes ya bo ebe ye dede ye kasa bebre ye de ne okoye den de no okoye gold board image na ye creating a gold board in terms of corruption, in terms of wastage, you know, ye need that in free. What I say? Yes, we to me the alcohol. Mini problem. But making it the key component for his coming. So we who artworks go and no na me problem. Obetumi am I normal, obetumi aboy, obetumi. But how many of our tourist sites any dinner koha 5 hours life no ebeko international am obi ehu Ghana. I'm obi ehu so oba Ghana or call Kakum Park. Me and me no gina he. How many times? When was the last time you called Kakum Park? Ekwane wo problem. Your tourist sites be yeah. How many of them still remember our tourist sites? Yes, in Kofaba, 30 December. But can you say Easter eba? Can you say festivals eba? So you take advantage. And only issues are no. But cars nene sa normal. Yes, mama take away. Mama ne ba. Mama wafa say ni brother business, ni home for business, and omuye show, car show. Yes, they also trying to tell the world that what is outside the world never and the many issue. But gold board, you know what you say? A hona more issue.
Or say he has a problem when I show speeder, echo gold board. Also, he has a problem with that. Now, or not Ghana call tourism site and think I show speed in American Ghana one day. What we try Ghana near Bako, also won't tourism site that. Unko Kakum National Park da. But do visit American here on no streaming at the personal thing. Abagan and can you find quite a tourism site now? Where do about 40-something years? I won't go now. You find Kofaho. And he has a problem trying to link every single thing. A course Abrasa crash in the Ghana no to John Domini Mama. And I John Mama back and then a car cofano and a supercars. I have no problem with it. And he say, other than Yanfananqua, why are we not boosting tourism? Hey, Massa. And then they want to president of Juma one year. Who did Dr. Murubo me? She said, oh, children, they are on your watch and some Papana 38%. You think that you can direct the president of our land, President John Dominic Mama, oh, idea on your home. NPP from what you from, sir. Oti Ghana, also when you won't call tourism site that. American ya branch am yeso so ni 30 years kura no afa player Benam Ghana one day no ye 5 hours ye fa no kwani nam Kakum National Park sa olumai say how kan yampa
Yesu Kristo ba wiase no osayare nyina osakwata osanifra osabubua osamojatuo na oye na adwen se okojimi ho no na ne papa ka chense sayare no okoma ne nko be se yade ani aduru
ampa suku empepa jimi praise la waya de suku empepa jimi sa akwa we te Ghana when na sebe nkwase asem ni jimi nko and that is the only thing he knows o man any opportunity he will just speak nonsense obi nam ne ba bi na obey in the live stream why do you want to equate the president to that president didn't even take any active part in it but anyway let's talk about tourism now okano now no that me channel so me video abeku Santana monam China eton tourism in Ghana o NPP amamumu no dey no ye NPP for when my dear NPP be say NPP Minister of Tourism and Creative Arts say how is he going to boost tourism in the country abusia for answer minister de ma no say ma man kire wa onte ti no.
When there are funerals, people gather places. What we want to do with GTA, Ghana Authority, is that when there are funerals, we would also find tourist attractions in those areas where the funerals occur. So that when they finish, we're going to serve a lot of Ghanaian dishes at the funerals, Ghanaian drinks, sobole and co. And then we can also bus the funeral, those that attend the funerals, to keep if it's funeral in Ashanti, we bus them to key sectors in Ashanti. Ghanaians love funeral, and it's voluntary. For example, there's a funeral here. We'll make an announcement. There's a bus. You are in Kumasi. We are in Kumasi. That's what I talk about Kumasi. We can go to Bongore. The kente is there. People are selling kente. They sell at Sanders. When you go there, you spend the money. We are busing them free. When we go to that area, from there are restaurants and truck bars. They go and sit down there and eat. They'll buy water. They'll buy artifacts. They're enriching the rural economy by providing jobs. That's why you want to say we're encouraging people to take advantage of our funerals, to explore tourist attractions, and to deepen our cultural assets, thereby creating jobs for our youth.
Seminia no na wenye ye ewo wenchi a ekwan bia no meko me firi nkran a meko me firi ha meko nipa no so kwa a omudidi omoda ebi so kra ye kra na ombeto bode mbeto banchi e de akọ enti yempo moving nipa from their where their usual abode to another place enti domestic tourism. The minister king na say I was say ye dey ni ekọ ho ni etumi hwe ekwan ye befa so promote ni ye.
We have realized that Ghanaians love their funerals and all that. So can you imagine people go to Tamale, for example? I say yakọ Tamale ni yakọ Tamale people who nko sim krada nti make sure say wo bus free ho no person ko hwe yendi o person ko hwe ya sabi we take opportunity now then akwa about 1 hour 2 hour kwa utima kwa akwa aba to ba kwa ko yakwe yi ni to me fa so ko paga o yakwe yi to me fa so ko ha o that's the concept I ever say ye almost about is a book when to kwa read 1 page pe nti esremu mmamo ho na muntu kwa my the domestic tourism na here na enkoso mu bia.
Wow, for the first time on this channel sebi Jimmy and then kwasi asem and the NPP forecast it be boost tourism. So many a year and it be boost tourism. The whole minister of tourism, the whole tourism authority see a year and it could boost domestic tourism. NPP for the cast as a will. And another them go for I already young for. Hey Ghana. Hey. Hey. And Ghana minim sebi kwabra ni timi ko school me minister na adwin say bi ni na ni tim. Adwin ni bi ni ho. And the NPP a KOKA or come on also on one TV that ye be said minister and tourism board for the tourism authority say crime ben for some boost to local tourism or some a year into a year. A kwaba ko say what who are crying. Now we say ni when she out now for continue go do when she no the boss see a year and say abera wo ye no no ma see some ogum some do mo ko kentampo akọ hwe kentampo waterfalls no do ma ko unkrasa fima o ka se mu ya sebe abodam semwe wadwi ye adwuma sebe o papa yike wadwi ye adwuma be ka semwe
Yesu Kristo ba wiase no osayare nyina osakwata osanifra osabubua osamojatuo na oye na adwen se okojimi ho no na ne papa ka chense sayare no okoma ne nko be se yade ani aduro
empa biko ani aduro sometimes uradi ye kopon ba Ghana pa minim bone Ghana ye ya ye koto abama NPP for we o a home minister ejine anim na ba akwa kankran ba akwa kabono na ba akwa katamale de say you could boost tourism de na mo de ko boost so ye unu ye wu papa wu na ubutu ni egu no na ye de ba se be so se lodo gum se mo menko ye de mo ko hwe nwe e wo fima sense we ya mo anchira on kai obi kura nti da say na minister bi kai say ono de obi funu ene ko ye but let me educate them or let me ask them. I think say I should be asking them rather. Say me papa wu e wo brekum. Ye wa ye na say no. Tourism board and I say National Tourism Authority or Ministry of Tourism e the bus be si ho. Say ni parent me papa ye na say no. Enfre ye na say ma fro bus ni free. Ni enfo mo ko kentampo. Into mo kwa asen ba ye na say ye na gu. That is the first question. The pacho tie me ye. Enti sa bus na also dey si ho free na nipa na ma fro bus no. Enko te say nkransa. Fiema enkohwe nne no okwa wona okofidi ni pana manadua na dia na se me amede ne ba yere na me manadua ni. That is the second question. Se ni pana ko wa e dey potin na tourism industry ni be benefit from that person no so dey na ni kohwe no and the benefit na na se dey I need to know because na me say that concept na say e bia me na mente ase because when we say tourism e boost the revenue of a nation state ebi amemeti hayi ene me see me tu kwan yakoba bi to say maybe Dubai, maybe I fly to Dubai airline na medical Dubai no. Airline DX binkwano. There's a tax on the airline. One airport authorities in any secure me home. Me do Dubai airport and maybe mefa taxi or metro to downtown. Matieska ho me kwa meda hotel industry so nyeska every mo made this 1 week na me ko dia made the ho 1 week sightseeing baby me ko bia me tueska any destination above visit bia you pay money. That is what we call tourism is bringing in resources and revenue. But when it's a me maame ewu na me papa ewu, sorry to say. Na say what the bus go see me papa yie na say say a year for the market is tamale. But you what dey no mo koye otamale ona baby adomoko no. Odomo ko so mo ko nante keke. Now 2 years come I don't even get the concept. And me na me mama say mo ade ni bi because I didn't get it.
When there are funerals, people gather places. What we want to do with GTA, Grantor Authority, is that one of the funerals would also find tourist attractions in those areas where the funerals occur. So that when they finish, we're going to serve a lot of Ghanaian dishes at the funerals, Ghanaian drinks, sobole and co. And then we can also bus the funeral, those that attend the funerals, to keep if it's funeral in Ashanti, we bus them to key sectors in Ashanti. Ghanaians love funeral, and it's voluntary. For example, if there's a funeral here, we'll make an announcement. There's a bus. You are in Kumasi, we are in Kumasi, that's what I talk about Kumasi. We can go to Bonwiri, the Kente. It's there. People are selling Kente, they sell at Sanders. When you go there, you spend the money. We are busing them free. When we go to that area, from there are restaurants and truck bars. They go and sit down there and eat. They'll buy water. They'll buy artifacts. They're enriching the rural economy by providing jobs. That's why you want to say we're encouraging people to take advantage of our funerals, to explore tourist attractions, and to deepen our cultural assets, thereby creating jobs for our youth.
So the minister waiting now so 8 years. I did some kind of when Timanya one kura. One is equal to Timanya. Bakupe we come on Timanya. Kasati sa jongu ni go madrimu. So obi a yasi na uko basi nipa. So obi a yenya ye okumasia. No basi a ye for no from a ye na say someone ko bon wirin ko we kente moko abi ambeto kente. Hey, minister, why na chira mo sa NPP from one concept we na kito mo. The whole world no be anyone sebe why Jimmy e tourism mu say that. The whole world na bi ni ho. Now so we NPP ni na say what is akasa we minister say kan e say do nse good to say now start soon because nipa now to abamo mo adwen eni omutim. But these were the people we gave them the power 8 good years Ghana for 8 good years. And the KOKA so no ntia say akola bi oti America. And now the whole world or the whole of Africa so all to a live show. A live ishowspeed is not in Ghana to boost Ghana tourism. No. And the personal thing he's doing his live show, making his personal money. And you KOKA utite bo adwin area kwa wetim.
Enye issue. Me can feel say oba no. Advantage the enya say ye hu so akọ Nigeria. Wakọ Cote d'Ivoire, wakọ South Africa. You have advantage on fire. Make I say, baby or ya, they really maximized and took advantage of him was Cote d'Ivoire. Say Oko life.
Yeah, Oko life.
5 hours. Your tourist sites. No man, your person biasino ehu. Baby
Ghana, tourism site no. We are seeing who here. But you think say obi be di 5 hours okurumo no de be chini. Enti won tia say na go gold board. Mama kan assembly ncha ko me ye Ghana ni manyi. Look at my age. Na me who gold da o. Me who gold da. The only place I saw gold Dubai, gold souk. Na kan me who gold da. Because Dubai gold souk. Wow nim Dubai bia no. There is a particular market, a big market called gold souk. That is the only place I mean who gold. Na me who gold da. So obi betin matna American own who gold da. What is it in Ghana Gold Coast? It is Obagan said ne kwachire say gold ya can ebinia a tourism na bi no oye no. What a stupid people. Akwa we adwin bia ni team on na mbiase kwa. Ohun bi da. President no problem me who gold da. Me who gold da. Me if say woman enye Dubai can me who gold da. Me who be da. And when I went to Dubai, then I went to the gold souk. I'm going, I'm saying, hey, you know, gold there can be. I mean, who be that? That is the truth. And they say I show speed bet matter in America who go to that. I always on him, but anyway, it's up to them. And before they say, "Hey, your man goes on myself because my mood boy me and I can't say much more."
Your man will point say be ejuma. Ejuma no want man. Obiya be ejuma now. Say what na mountain say your man point ejuma. Mengin this say Ghana for the police.
There be Ghana for pennies. I just a moko na mo say call resetting the fufro. Man resetting fufro that Ghana for penny o. Massa, or say Ghanaians love funerals. A home minister, they can't ask him no. Say Ghanaians love funerals. Hey, I would have done NPP party.
When there are funerals, people gather places. What we want to do with GTA, Ghana Authority, is that when there are funerals, we would also find tourist attractions in those areas where the funerals occur. So that when they finish, we're going to serve a lot of Ghanaian dishes at the funerals, Ghanaian drinks, sobole and co. And then we can also bus the funeral, those that attend the funerals, to keep if it's funeral in Ashanti, we bus them to key sectors in Ashanti. Ghanaians love funeral, and it's voluntary. For example, if there's a funeral here, we'll make an announcement. There's a bus. You are in Kumasi, we are in Kumasi, that's what I talk about Kumasi. We can go to Bonwiri, the Kente. It's there. People are selling Kente, they sell at Sanders. When you go there, you spend the money. We are busing them free. When we go to that area, from there are restaurants and truck bars. They go and sit down there and eat. They'll buy water. They'll buy artifacts. They're enriching the rural economy by providing jobs. That's why you want to say we're encouraging people to take advantage of our funerals, to explore tourist attractions, and to deepen our cultural assets, thereby creating jobs for our youth.
Se mi nua no na wenye ye ewo wanchi a ekwan bia no meko me firi nkran a meko me firi ha meko nipa no so kwa omudidi omoda ebi so kra ye kra na mbeto bode mbeto banchi e de akọ enti yempo yade move nipa from their where their usual abode to another place enti aye domestic tourism. The minister king na say I was say ye ni ekọ ho ni yetumi hwe ekwan ye befa so promote ni ye.
We have realized that Ghanaians love their funerals and all that. So can you imagine people go to Tamale, for example? I say yakoko Tamale, ni yakwa Tamale. People who onko sim krada. Inti make sure say wo bus free ho. No person ko he yendi, o person ko he ya. Sabi we take opportunity now then. Akwa about 1 hour, 2 hour crowd makwa akwa two back crowd you kwe to me fa so ko pagao you kwe to me fa so ko ha. That's the concept I ever say here. Almost about is a book when to can read 1 page pe. Inti esremu mmamo ho na mun to kan my the domestic tourism na ehwe na enkoso mu bia.
Yo my idea. Priscilla, also to go my gold na yirai. E dey for yando kan yo. Ozi gold no home kan odi agora o de fa protocol se mfana mabehu no ama gold ni na akọ enti em say o de na bi na de ye wono na ye ne hu ya na fi de gold no ya mutu na ayera e say for o yan ko ye this is a debate with the Burufie. For this is the debate with Munufi ye be kweye nim ye be tie sekene do hine Japan papa na wasan bi aba bi mo oso ne alaji Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia de munga mu pa oso mbe kwa ma age se wi asesa ye wi a akuku dam for me ensem bi Ghana panyifo pa o omso makosi NDC NPP me ye so se wate ana wonte ye be komni yakwa kan niema poten a enu ntina omasiw NDC NPP and other political parties OSP so at the list and dates of Nipa Odo Mukujina court. Aba. Yebedom asuko de hwa ade bi ho. Now before we start now, say Canada hine Japan. Si woni alaji Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia de agisa asase ya no de besa. Ozo ne papa ne be gura ensada. Te say me se be maame bi no. Onse me dikan kai say maame bi so be frema ati bi. Na maame ne de me ne de be boa me ko Supreme Court. E de ne be kwase binti. Eti Canada hine Japan say Oni alaji Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia o say asawe no de papa ne besi. Odini be di asasa bugi down. Oh how Kennedy di asa no. Say share. Oye alaji Dr. o say showdown no. After showdown party na Ken asa ase no. O say enyade o media goro. Oh how Ken bugi no. Allah talai. Ken so also slim things o. So pe Maya, I feel much can when she things in Guana Kenny. Now, when I say my yesterday, what can I say and say, can do here in Japan can't be actually allergy, Dr. Mahmoud Bamia. But I said, she Dr. Mahmoud Bamia to no point. Tis more kind, or say, quite in Canocre.
I've never seen a liar like our former flag bearer on air. He's a liar. Say, Edubuahin, one contested because not Oyan. This man is a liar. Today, I tell you, he's a liar. You shouldn't vote for a liar. A man who is lying to have power. Wow. Won't hear the history. Edubuahin, occurred 1992. And we winning. And occurred general election. And we lose. 1996. The former black flag bearer, Ejine Kumasi, Kasena Edubuahin Yare. Kufuor contested Edubuahin in 1996, and Kufuor BT Edubuahin, Edibeye flag bearer. He was fighting to go on the post, and they did not agree. And we contested, you know. I will pay power. Obi abedi o mining now to be de3 a distorted history. Say, Mesra Mamon to Abama. Gomuniam. Obia maninik name so we're a liar. More than a bar, we're a liar, and the people are not going to vote for him. He's not a trustworthy person. When I heard him yesterday saying that, I said, what? A presidential candidate who wants people to vote for him will look eyeball to eyeball and lie. He's a big liar. Men na makachira money. We're a liar. So to me, General said, na Edubuahin Yare. Wow. Timesram, Edubuahin was contested by Kufuor. And Kufuor BT, you know. Edibeye, Munko checking history. In the mama omumetutu nyoma second chance. Many are told me, I am more popular than him in this country. I'm telling you today, me am more popular than him. Who knows him? The only people, those who know him as a liar. And he continues to lie. That is why we lost. When to me economy who wants somebody digital, am I lose you? And you people that I'm talking to know why you didn't vote for him, because of the tribal conflict. The tribal conflict. And we lost the 5 northern regions. And he's lying, said, oh no, when you're the highest vote. Kufuor had 20 seats, parliamentary seats, and now we're 10. How can you say, when you're the highest vote? Mesrem. A trona papa ni deep for power no dey. Mudi agro ko ye mistake se munya. Ye be say atena opposition. Ko Ghana ni bi antroso no. Omo say tronko na wodi. A tro wodu Ashanti region. Why so desperate he say a tronko na every day wodi. And why we want to win power. And if you want to win power, ask the Muslims themselves. They will tell you. Say oko adum cheho edi ayikogu na nti yantoma no oko nungwa yomu shrine edi ayigu nti yantoma no. The Muslims say it all the time. The Christians are saying yantoma no. So what are we saying? Do we want to lose power? When these same Muslims say bring Canada Japan, Christians are saying bring Canada Japan. And you are not catch it and say what is Zongo Muslim nothing votes member. What happened in the north? And you are aware, you are the very people more witness say his brutality. I have to tell you the truth. What you say? In this and Trona or Nam Didieno and Nukurabemo will lose election. Tibunya Bo. I'm to Abama Canada, Japan. Near Manukure and Nedi, our Ghanaian politics. That's right. People in Boko Enkle, you know very well. The tribal conflict played a role for us to lose. Religious problems caused us because of him. He has to accept it.
Well, that's true. And some can no quarry. That is the truth. Because Alhaji Dr. Mudbo Miamakam say Edubuahin wasn't feeling well. And no quarry. It's fact. Edubuahin actually contested the elections and lost. But only the reason why Alaji Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia camp person ko mudwane free sa ade no ho. I presented a video this afternoon on this particular channel. Because Dubois went on to the first election and then lost the general election. But over second round on our premise level, and no lose it to J. Kufuor. That alone a big political message for Kennedy Ohene Japan, because if you did not perform, it's to me change, you know. And Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia wanted to distort that fact. But I think say Ken's using of or a liar no a bit harsh. Mami more video being children bra. A quite about one a Dubois a Lucy. Let me play that particular video. About your TSM you are.
Out of the valid votes cast, Dr. Dan Salvi had 24 votes. Which comes to 1.2%. 1.2% of the valid votes cast. Dr. Safuadu had 42 votes. And that amounts to 2.1 of the valid votes. Then Dr. Jones Ferrata had 69 votes. That is 3.5%. Then Mr. J.H. Mensah had 110 votes, which is 5.5% of the valid votes. Professor Dubois had 711, and that is 35.7%. Mr. J. Kufuor had 1,000 and...
So anyway, Kufuor won. Kufuor had over 1,000 votes. Let me put it there. Professor Dubois had a little bit over 37%. So he lost at the premise level. Now, so Kufuor's fact we about now like Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. The whole session because when you play this factor and come mano. But Ken using of or trophy as I say Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. So the group of Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia mounted pressure on Kennedy Ohene Japan say on apologizing to Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia over the using of the words say he's a liar no. Ken and another opportunity say Ken over patcho and I say one patcho. Tears my Kenika.
Nano magazine in India, me Kennedy Japan, me patcho. Hey, and you patcho. What sheni pepi am ye dimatama dimtam ya gagati na zo ye liar omu program say we kofia we ye liar ma repeat it we ye liar hello omu san ko tro wo TV da bia so some mimi Canada Japan so we ye liar make me a mistake enyoma bebire waka wadi tro ama MPP for person le winning to Roma Catastrophe. Memeze Maka. Ubeme Daya Maka. He's a liar. Akamfo. Yani momo. Akamfo momo. Sawu to me Kodina Sachira from place. Etimika Sawu Yesremini Antoma wa. Not when ya Santifo and ya Kamfo Edinechi. So, what do you move for it? Wow. I'm making it ready, sir. You do. I see Central. You will show Abomati Womasun Casa. When you did it, I think for that year you to say doormat. You have the power. Central region, you have the power. Yadi power we are na yanam yaso etimi koje 23 seats ni enya 19 seats enya 19 seats ni amaye 2 ministers bi an kwanche ministry ni ade amaye this
ke kwanche ministry na de wo he awa kunsum ni de na ase de wo he ei kenzo di mpo kenzo o mpacha wo ne o mpacha wo china o se ono ane kai ze Mahmoud Bawumia is a liar. I want to say Kwachepo. Also, we are the best show now. No, the lady asa. Boogeyman. Honorable. Would that in Yankopo? Me pay Saturday after the election. Na ma say Ken, betimi the sasa we be so Ken betwi momume na ewie na Ken anwe ne a e be video we nyina da kire Ken so onabo asa na wo sani o. Na die na si ya o ma kra musreche American Muslim ewe ne o. E no de ejama NPP fo na o. Wo ka na kurufo adwa. Waja be hende ansem so yanka enye ye ntem for this is the debate with Mnufi o yan ko enim na nsem no de eja just ye pono o ya tamfo enim. For this is the debate with Mnufi ma yanko enim won. Special prosecutor opay o kana sema wa bechew. On the ade o ti Ghana ya no. O chi ya ko chi lawyer Martin Pegbu. E de ne ko ro Martin Pegbu hu meka ne supporter. Entie ye ne se si ujae no. Ye so se be se John Mama ne frɛ. Ana akutiringa attorney general ne frɛ say hey madam Fuja Martin Pegbu. Yes I go de ne ko. Special prosecutor say wa dan bosom o kana sema wa bechew. See hey papa is here. Also who for Ghana o. Enti be ndai. Special prosecutor the date about 2026 was in the power some lie or don't go court in there. Jale, or see the go do become. The first on the list, Ura Ken Fureta, Papa to America also ma special prosecutor say or the court. You see, hey, now Ken Fureta or here no court. Also master don't worry. Kiana Ken Fureta there. Baby o she be am the court. They say when then now because Papa is to America also ma. Also the neighbor call anyway in TFN so between the Ken Fureta I go court there I I say 29th of this month, January, or the king of, hey, and then 27th, and they say, yeah, what they are. Anyway, second for that, I say, the summer and the boss of any day, we have no idea. In the list of the dates and I'm the Mauno. The Republic versus Mustafa Abdul Hamid and 9 others. Or say 2nd of February, or the Moko Court. 9th of February, Moko Court. 12th of February, Moko Court. 17th, 19th, and 23rd. The February in there, you're dedicated to Mustafa Hamid. 14th of February Valentine Day no. And they ask you escape no. I can't see change. And they say person could do Valentine. Hey. OSP a hard man. I don't want to count 14 fee. Then can Valentine nanka kwani di court. Because Mustafa Hamid jina simple so can just say already case na ordinary court na police case. See ba be say police case. OSP na kan o nyame na make or the date na ba. The media majuma na say me the sendo. The Republic versus Ajeni Boating Ajayi. I saw also January 27th year, and there was what the Nekoi. Or China Obeko, Adechia Papa Nebeko, and then Mianya update me. I'll go back and cross check. See him the Nekoi and Pa. Special prosecutor Assembly Maker, Mr. Papa, also can't bonny do can't space. And I'll kiss also bet you. March 9th, also the Sumaila Abdurrahman, 7 Yiri Eru Engman, hey, Grufo Dio, Patrick Seidu, and Andrew Kudari. So Kundari. I think they're Kundari. Yes, it's a match, also knife. Yeah, the name it's on our screen, right? And follow cases way, ye the anybody actually into me actually. Charles Basil and 2 others, and so I said 28th year or China, or the local court. 3rd of March or the neighbor call and 3rd of February, sorry, and then the next day 4th of February so also the neighbor call. Until you name the neighbor call CD. Now I think the last one I'm found money the Republic versus Issa Seidu and 3 others. Or say on the 9th of February so or day or more echo court. But your special prosecutor Assem and a year can. So Ujinidio, special prosecutor there can. Until you quack here, let's we all see. So at the end of the day, when Timan Faba Kokoram Kotum dia, you come back after him. And you'll be near the Indian Alco. Say, Yanisa. A patch win him. Papa Fuya Dasui. And so say, Omodia, I'm more with you. Nyahota Makulu, and if from Pont Boatin, Professor Anano Becan say NPP a fake party no. see the big political parties akojina Supreme Court. And then Dr. Christine Amwakon Nuyaman so come home my miensa. Domini NDC, NPP, and I think CPP ako court. But you tell me yo. If we are, I tend to side with them. But as to say Supreme Court it may make sense and then make sense, and so it's something different. Enti nyahota makulu ene papa ya obeka say NPP fake na anoyi ena akoso ka omo de NDC NPP CPP akọ court omo reason omo de party na akọ court ne say pacho maye nyina yen kan mum na at the screen so nti pacho maye nyina yen kan mum na ewia maybe I'll take my time and then explain what they are seeking na me de menso me de abesoso. 3 senior Ghanaian politicians have filed a lawsuit at the Supreme Court challenging the constitutionality of the delegate-based system used by the country's major political parties to elect their presidential and parliamentary elections. Almost say, how our political parties use delegate system. They say we a delegate, we a branch chairman, we say monkwana monkoto banko yi presidential and parliamentary election. They say the 31st of this month. NPP before we know. I could go down for me and say some more problem with that. So the plaintiff are Dr. Nyaho Tamakulo, a leading member of the New Patriotic Party, former Minister of Energy, Science and Technology and Innovation, Professor Kwabena Frimpong Boateng, and Dr. Christine Amwakunyama, a former Minister of Education, Environment and Science and Technology, and Lands and Forestry. They are seeking constitutional declaration against NPP, NDC, and CPP, arguing that the party's internal electoral arrangements disenfranchises ordinary members and violate democratic principles enshrined in the 1992 Constitution. Can you do as who we are? I'll come back and then do the explanation. The Attorney General and the Electoral Commission have also been joined as defendants. The plaintiff contends that the EC has failed in its constitutional and statutory duty to ensure that political parties are organized in accordance with democratic principles as required under Article 55(5) of the Constitution and Section 9A of the Political Parties Act, which is Act 574. Mo. Into almost more how we say. Among say political parties, most selected the NDC or 999 on any branch or every branch. In Chrome, we have about 278 branches. So multiply that by 9. Then, Monkwana Mutimi selecting members of parliament and then presidential candidates. Abra party into one the numbers of the database of members of the party in Edorson. And according to these 3 prominent men, other members of that party have been disenfranchised. I say, ya chichi omonsa show much say, Momo nkan hobi. Because we NDC ni and our tita chima, ebi out jomo. Uni aso no a branch chairman. Osi ebe yi president o mi ko bi obaba na so fridge. Na wo nkita bi. Obi beba osi mi nya 100,000 cedis. Na wo anya bi. Meanwhile, 7th of December drew 4 years bia na mo nyina masala akoto the same aba abra baako enjoy sen baako. For that, I do agree 100% with these 3 statesmen. I do agree with them. Because how did I also a political party? I don't even know how we started it. At a point, I think somewhere in 2012, NDC decided to veer off that particular route. And in here, NDC here, and they say, why now kita NDC membership card biano? Now you had the right to vote. In 2012, presidential and parliamentary election, Obia nationwide, no kita NDC membership card bian etwabani bi. But I don't know, something happened. Then NDC decided to revert back to the delegates' side. Because what I understand, they say, NPP ni kwa no akwaji NDC membership card. No akwaji choosing wrong candidate. That is what they will say, but that is democracy. I don't even know why we decided to stop that. Because here, say I made mention, say, I'm a calculator. So, come me Kroma, if it's a Chima South, we have 298 electoral areas, and each produces 9 executive delegates. So in total, we have 2,682. Nipa kekeo 2,000 pe. You might think say pe. I mean, can't you also go peki from so go primaries? Me ma ko bi da. I go 2 times. Kwasi akapa chale me boy no. Easy. You need to visit each branch. No question nipa 9999 no. You give them something. But this is how it starts. I need to educate some people because when I went for the first primaries and I came back and told my friends in Finland, they say, hey, Mom will tell you, the man where political position do Ghana, because a very dangerous system. And I'm here, but what you never know. If you want to contest in any elections in the country, president, you know, the Maminian will become a parliament in Makobida. So that is why I speak from. Mami kind personal message. Or see, even though they are at liberty to take whatever to court, NDC has Professor Frimpong. NDC, this Professor Frimpong is playing a game. Beware of him. Because Papa, I know what to say. I understand your message in Adeban. He's playing some game. He say, I say, who's NDC about power? He's trying to blame everything on NPP and then shift a bit towards NDC kakra. But Priscilla, I'm also speaking from experience. That is where corruption actually starts. And when you will be a political appointment, I just talk about corona. Open parliament in any constituency, over pick forms from the constituency office. In our time, I think we pay something like 5,000 cedis. Yeah, 5,000 cedis. If I remember correctly, 5,000 cedis. Pick form we now fail we are. Other forms in Lebanon, then you pay something like 30,000 or 40,000. Between 30 and 50,000 cedis. You present it. What we you go through vetting at the regional level. Who qualify vetting now? Then they give you lists of delegates. But what picking forms, this is where the problem starts. Picking forms, that's not about filling forms in we are vetting. You need to go around not each branch biano and say when you nipa at least 2 endorses in the party. Nipa 2. At least Nipa 2. Every branch. And if we have 298 branches, you multiply 298 by Nipa 222. 298 by 2. 569. Yeah. My limit no. Some are 4. But we have Nipa 4. What do you fancy Nipa 2? Answer Nipa could be a bit endorses onimo no. Time between 50 cedis and 100 cedis. Nipa could have just kind of Nipa 1 BR. So multiply this amount by 50 cedis. You are going about 30,000 Ghana cedis. Close to that range. The first one, they took 50 cedis. The second round, they were taking 100 cedis each. And so they endorse Amao. And don't forget, say Nipa no Montio, you need to go around the whole constituency before you meet them. So petrol and fuel and other things are never call. Utimi kono obi adoje o. Ukwa ne maso ho na ma ukwa muso ni ho. Oba tenase o hera wa doje o. Because nimso one face kana ma onye. Wa we no. Then the form that shows up, then you go around about 2-3 months campaigning. Uko sheni pa na ne bi o magiska. Sheni pa na ne bi o magiska. Sheni pa na bi o magiska. And na election day ni do a and tiate. The election day no T3 some melkeo T sem pampa na man for benom onu wi na say koto beneti aw onu wi na koto beneti aw. That is where corruption actually starts, because to win primaries level in the Ghana no, I'm telling you, you don't get 50,000 euros. Don't go there. We need beer. What you bring me sell tears we can hear. So what Ghana and so we need about 50,000 euros or dollars or whatever. Premise level you can never win. Premise you can't win because delegates will milk you. Or Jessica no. There was a time papa bi betena Techima Holy Family Hospital catch them say ya gene about to hospital ho e frame me phone so me tuka alcohol me duru na papa ne ti emergency door no say o piska ko to duru piska ko say o pese o say 500 cedis na me de man no oh na me say oh ene yi me nwura ho na me nchia oba no o say oh o ma yi no na me say o ma yi na ja o te e wana also bad how piska ana o ma yi na o te hospital pede o say me ji bo say obi ho na o mo di no enti ere na me say na wan twen me okuru no obet na hospital because o frame me say o ban da hospital ha enti na ma ba hospital ha me ba so te ha enti yan kwana nche na also ma yi no meanwhile the man has already taken the money nipa make no we di be 70 years utim so we criminal papa panyin so asoro je kwaku na say so imagine so anti na obey president in the country na no Kennedy Japan must start to call around no if they can na no to the party say obi a say be dey ball golf no say group na training no chale on ba just Kennedy stay be delegates no hey me say papa ba ko bi papa na je me 1000 cedis papa no ko wu ipa wu ya ra ho se mo on the day of election papa say madam for me branch for nyina sala ho mo say 1000 cedis ento ma say no oboa or the trojis can asa ojina another candidate and I may open it ba akoko man $1 Hong Kong dollar papa say o $10 na ni age or je $1 to abani ti ma de chen ko sesan ko say $1 Hong Kong dollar yen sesan papa ndin say guri to tia BP so ni mu na turu ka chi papa no the next 2 months papa na wu Ghana for no delegate system no e be bomb mafia na sa ope president edi wo Ghana wo de kura wo de hwehwe nyeye kuro bia bakoso bia ji so kwachia ohene no okuru no so no ohene ne kan delegate no ho agiska because wo kwachia delegate no asena delegate no so amelkew na no ye we election e Nkoransa North ohene bi to wo se John Dramani ma ba Nkoransa North o mana tana wache intine bofu the dear time kai on this particular channel ye program to twabi bo ohene no na Ghana usuni ma de omo ye utwabo ma no so take wo they say dem go come ma me we asema ma me we adazoa ohene ni adazoa wo Sompa FM no ram so mo de me show no ma free obi na say no mo si horo me wo ho no asa because ma ko kan asem na me ye de ho adwuma me ne no mi ni be ko sa ise ko si Supreme Court I call for a match me ye sure say adazoa what me say match you free untimi mo match mo be ye odin. Wow, here this particular show, there was a time I called somebody, I could be frame saying something, then I called him live on the show, advised him, say, hey, if you want to go the direction of tarnishing my image, seek the services of a legal practitioner. Seek the services of a legal practitioner. You call me, I call law school, get a master's in law. When you want to play with me, you need to be very careful. I told him, he didn't listen. Yesterday, my wait now, it is I go, only maybe travel to away. Techima praise so I saw that no, but I'm going after her. Until when everything is ready, me say about show you so I'm suing Sompa TV no. Me don't call. I'm gonna get them 10 million cedis. We are making more kwasi binti. We are gonna discuss that because sometimes some of these kind of people when you speak the truth to them, they come to fool. Praise the Lord. Say no, me show because this woman. Okay, let me just say it. Mami adazo that's minimum. I keep on saying say I know her very very long time. Minimum about 15 years. Then time no to teach me kwa no nyejuma bia. I said on nene mo copy classic FM radio station bi okuma asem be fa no you know those kind of stuff. But she made a video on TikTok. And her presentation I felt to say it was a direct attack on Techima market. It was a direct attack. I say, sad enemy say across the whole of the country. As some kind say, "Oko Techima Juma." So more yam and katie de mawa and katie on the man and your original katie. Techima market and man on motor tools. No, most of the the good tools in I say. Now you be bringing no more you go dem man no more deceive you. Jane na okota Techima market no more deceive you. Then I replied to her. They said, "No, sad na what kind of the whole of Ghana na a problem no war. And yet Techima nkwa." So as a media practitioner, no, can entire nation address you and I am support you. But say okay, say single out Techima market it's like what should I now we bring the name of the market down because Ghana so See a case the 10 largest markets in Ghana, the Chima market, a count. Maybe a Chima any, so I don't play with my town. I'm honest. I have to be honest. Anything about Kumasi, I'm out of it. Some account has a Kumasi mini 1 hour order. Now someone make a wow, listen to it very carefully. Bununi and Santini, we are two different people. Totally different. Yeah, I'm saying. Yeah, Fabia, yeah, Kahokra. Maybe ni 1 hour Kumasi da. If it's a woman be seen there, we do Ghana, I take flight to Chunyane, I come to Ukurum, and now I drive behind Kumasi, then I go, I mean, ni 1 hour. What was the Medi 1 hour Kumasi? And I traffic, I have nothing to do in Kumasi. Fine, let's go. Because this woman felt to say, I'm attacking her personally. She went to report the matter. Maybe I'm you to me, mama. Then my mother says, I have no idea what to abruchin I'm something Ghana, so I have no idea so I don't think that there's something wrong. And now, me all 3 days ago, and I remember my friend and say, I could be a friend free some pa. Ebisane mene adazo asem. Now was some answer say, oh no, ne adazo na kasa because she has no idea about some corona. So they should deal with it. Then the guy called me on my phone personally. Ebisam say, and you know, I didn't think I only adazo, no, he didn't need adazo. Then I'm saying, madam, for I have not insulted her. I said what I need to say. In about 2 hours, now when I frame me, be say, oh, will be a friend for the brooches there. Why did the seeker say all the papers were breaching? One first kind of man. I'm saying, hey, madam, I think it was live on this show. And you know, our friend, about 2 hours ago, I will be saying that as well. The bad saying is that as well, not 10 it will be a margin seeker or breaches and many people, man. And I said, you was only saying it now. Let me brush it off. And now somebody called me, so some powerful do issues will be so breaches. Why did the seeker they have called somebody? I nipa so wa bruchire woni mu na oditi kama o nam say asa mo kasa mo kasa ti yigini ya jimi pe o yigini ya jimi sa o wiase o na say me ma je obi sika say me de be ya dem na so mpa na court why na table bruchire also be agini sika bruchire ba wonti man jiska na bruchire ba ono betima ko jiska na so mpa o kasa wa jimi. So I advised that man on this particular show say, hey, me I don't have any problem. Me I'm not a politician. I'm a normal person. So also become a same there. You need to seek legal advice. And yes, you find yourself wanting because some panel, you are just there a worker. And when I'm going after you, I'm going after some pan. I'm not going after war. But they didn't listen. So as well remain quiet, gave information to people, try to fish out for I don't know whoever it is. I'm going to check whoever that person is. And I'm also going to bring that person also on. But so it's easy for me to do everything. Let me call law school in UK. In Manchester, anybody who knows me, BPP University in Manchester, BPP Law School, let me say it like that. That is why I did my, we call it graduate diploma in law. That is why I did it. And I'm called University of Law in Leeds, called LLM. So I did all my education in UK, but I never lived there. But then I UK for only 2 years. Then I just relocated because I didn't like pressure life. I want a very quiet life. And it's also to UK. Now also this come will be I don't think there's some part any question. It's like what she does all can see an image. Yeah, President. I'll fish out the person, then I will approach the person in UK. Very, very peaceful there. We're going to go that style. Because sometimes no one say when a beer then when you there on some panel, they were trying to say, oh, maybe I come you say me copy MP. Now me nye credible say, now I'm saying the MP, and you'll be at the I use my personal money. My co school be I've been to school in Finland. I did my bachelor in tourism, master's in tourism in Finland. I did master's degree in international relations in Estonia. I did law in UK. I paid everything myself. And you'll be anybody who know me, and as anybody who knows me, almost a lawyer Munufi. Lawyer Munufi, when he was going to school in UK, and the whole Techimai and a sponsor and the course school. Me, when I was going to school, I paid everything myself. And when you want to target me, don't think to say, you will target you because me Kuruma. Everything that I do, then I sponsor it with my personal money. NDC party, I've paid a lot of money to the party. The whole constituency office, I did everything for them. The regional office, regional office of Bono Easter, any television that will be, I gave it to them. And I've done a lot. I can sometimes bring pictures and videos. I've done a lot. So when you want to target me, you target the right person because you might be targeting the wrong person. Sometimes when I say these people, they, lawyer Munufi, when he was going to school, and the whole Techimai for any 2 years card, it was school because that time he was very brilliant. It was Techimai. But I remember go school, I paid it myself. So when somebody wants to target me politically, and I say you think I can't ask him to, you also going to go after me, you're going after the wrong person. Because to be honest, I hold EU citizenship. So I decide if I want to go into politics again or if I don't want to go into it again, a personal thing. But saying this about power, and I've never gone to Ghana and say me any position in the country. No. Because I'm an EU citizen, I know whatever I'm doing. I planned whatever I'm doing. That's why I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Anything I know about you now, bring it out. Fake pregnancies in Atifunyano. Me go minimum, would minimum feeding Kwalabrim. Adazoa meme babro chile first. I sent Nkwala Nuyane. How do they even call it? Sam Nkwala Nuyane Gukunkuma or Tiano be Apple be then. To her, she sold it and then when she Caprabama with this kind I know her. Yes, I know her. She knows me. That is why I keep on saying, when you are targeting me, to yes, I will target the wrong person. Because me, I don't have any issue with anybody, and any money that I have is personal. Obama in Europe, I have master's degree in immigration law. So when you come to my office for services, whether you make it or you don't make it, and you're me personal now, you are dealing with a law firm. And that kind of money, you cannot go to Ghana, or where you are targeting the wrong thing. And I'm coming after whoever that person is. Because you appreciate the songs are going to be there. Appreciate to make a now I say, I'm punishing the Panama account. And now press the Emily. Yes, I know. So, what is our case? We're going to go much into it. Yeah, so we're going to go after them because sometimes we need to do things like that. I would say social media now, when you are doing it, that is something I've seen. Although say me on my channel, I've decided to say that in the attempt, I say things. Say that here we all know the problems in Ghana, but when you single out a particular town, a particular marketer, because I saw a lot of people on TikTok say so asema kind of lokwa asema kind of no kwena mse da bi because asema ohini ni others we can enye no kware o but me say she shouldn't have singled out only one particular town a direct attack on that town. I don't know we enter say we enter say sir when you do that I don't know oh yeah higher again. And as asema we can me quote techima himfie me techima o man here I can the same thing or other because they seem to say what does one to techima no you know net techima. But moving from Techima to Kumasi, you want to bring Techima market down. No, Emfa. When you do that, you're going to create problem for us, or we're going to create problem with you. Because baby, they otu for near some cow. That be as Bunani Biania Santini to Kwaku. But you know, most of the number be no money as Mbiaka. So when you try to go that style, I'll come after you. And I'm going to use the same court in Ukumasinano to go after her. So it's like that. And yeah, so. We're going to go that style because sometimes you try to build reputation, then somebody also sit somewhere to bring it down. And again, for the way we use social media, we don't know every right to be on there are limitations to it. Every single right to be any we can be one of my autos are. That is why I want to mean because I mean I'm no, because you have to know a limitation. Say, baby, there's a limitation here. So one whole limitation, then you cross that boundary there, it's going to go there. Because I want a friend or sending me a friend was from power, say friend something Fletcher. I told him, say, hey, well, you are mistaking yourself because when we are, and the guy was even sending me a voice message. A whole person on TTV, you know, on him also sending me a voice message. The person can keep it and use it against you. Sometimes they are dumb. But I'm a guy and paying for my baby. You need to train your people because any penny be more man train on my being. Or me and Kwasi afford to the sense it will be a no. Or be a no. Or say if I do your boy Fletcher or some Pi FM. Well, Jimmy to the sense say according to him answer with him say what send you a message kwana. You don't have to go that. Or send him a message say and I will be so why did it car you be you draw you be kwa and say what Jimmy na. Now be my draw you report to mama. You know so kwa head down kwa. Now be you be draw say ka. Say yanka. And once any parent or no be yara wa yare. Na say we be ka kire me say wunya me order baba bombe no. Na make it a two. I say me shoot you down. Because also kwa mo draw be na me ankasa so me confo na ankasa bi. And I'm me bosom. Ti who be on kasa I'll come after you. You know, sometimes we need to educate people. And Kwasi afford the adults or Ghana too much. So that is the kind of message. Yeah, so but this woman, and in the crew, I'll go after her. I will go after her. I had a pharmacy. License in idea, maybe some say, who couldn't know the age? How did who couldn't get that particular license to operate that? I don't know more, you know. I know them. They also know me. We are going to go live with them. Yeah, but no bonus type baby. Now when you say after maybe I'm a court in the assembly, I'll provide pictures of all these kind of people. Now, best surprise in the bedroom can I have pictures of her. I'm gonna surprise all of them. We already kunu. No personal problem with them. You couldn't intimate to you know for ye and all man Jimmy. I will go after them. Maybe some alliances in Ukunu and the tone Unyano because Ukunu what horse then the Ukunu Lotto case were rotty. Ukunu a presby or a presby Trinity presby. I saw the point you know touching about no Chaluto. Also tell UK and I would when I would tap it up phone Unya Ukunu phone so. Yeah, what they want to we media going to come. Anyway, we have this is the debate with the movie. Sometimes we go above across the line. Yeah, no matter what. All right, and then the best you have. Yeah, Emily. That's why Kevin Taylor always go after quoting because that is how I'm going to go about it. Tell me that one will say. When you want to win a defamation case against stupid person to say women, all the three elements in it is clear. Because when you publish something against me, if I'm able to produce a one or publish it here, and that thing has actually defamed me, it qualifies. Well, sometimes they are so dumb, they don't even learn. And they need lawyers. Companies, and I say, Mama, baby, I must sound quite a phobia to say women. I say, when was I being a kid on Esusa? You need to train them. Say, hey, who customer? You say, me or more motigano, my year form of Domoquantin, and who's on me and Quasia for. What do now? You go and see antenna in the company. But I don't know why they rush to go there because you cannot sit in Ghana and say, my free phone. So now I tell you, no, I bobo bidi, no, I can't out the nipper picture to so you're Quasia because you don't learn. You abmanana, you 2 amount of wakutum kukuru. That is why I'm who's a Kevin Taylor always goes after a human penny for instead of a one man. And maybe you'll be at him, but we are going to do that in the court. You do court, we are. Now we are afraid I come after you. They want to wait, Jimmy. Then I will prove to them, say, platform when they meet me, I don't pay me, but who could not do at the court? Because they don't learn. Master's degree. They don't learn. But anyway, it's up to them. Anyway, this is the debate with the Munufi. And see, me that's Samuel. The money now say Priscilla, Charlie, Jesus. I say code natural and pese be cool. I'm a make us say nice time. Me kwa me di minimum pay. Man, people so still them go. Man, no. Say you say ko bopan here. Anyway, we say for name the best you have seen. Ya me adoma. Ochina Tuesday I'll be back. It's only Ochina Tuesday I'll be back, but maybe on Thursday I wouldn't be back again. Or Thursday I'll be back in the afternoon. Priscilla, Charlie, facts and quiet. Where you want more facts too. Well, depending on how, yeah, no minimum. Well, until no more yard, yeah, kakra. Game, mamma, me we play. Minimum be a free bow. I go on my sisters and they be on motra. Oh, I would have Jankopon. I some. Like when you be a live show. Now me can't all my life story. Who I am. Everything about me for people to understand where always I come from. I try and I try and I try. Say, I don't insult. When I was writing my master's thesis on international relations, Nipa was supervising my thesis and has actually contested for Finland's president. When Mika Aaltola, I have connections with serious people. My master's degree in tourism, the institution I'm here on, I had connections with Nokia. So Nipa be named Nokia is a Finnish company. Nokia, if in Finland, had connections with the top Nokia people. Now I'm the only consultant for that university to establish campuses in Africa. Ghana, yes, here the Valley View University. So people need to learn. People don't know. The things will be on the internet to be understood. We don't do things like that. Although say we don't get things straight all the time because sometimes, in law, you can wait my me pay adiwe. Maybe I'll give you an advice. Say, let's go this direction. Because no rightful lawyer and I'll court 100% case. So when you come to me for services or whatever, that's you don't get it. And when you try to attack me personally to bring me down, I will go after you. Or I have to come after you as a person. That is how I do things. And I would say I always try to be very, very clean. I present, I do research. I read, I research, and I have time. I'm saying with Juma, I have a lot of things. Go back history. Some life history. Life, sometimes life instead of your fair. Or and if there are opportunities for some low class people to think say they are even better than you. But sometimes it doesn't work like that. See, this is the debate with Munufi.